Okay, today we are talking about the traditional square of opposition. It is pretty similar to the modern square of opposition, except the modern square didn't have these four relationships determined. If we were to have gotten propositions or relationships where A were equal to E or A is equal to I, they were undetermined because Aristotle just didn't believe that this was possible. And now, like, it would have had to go from true A to false O, or true E to false I, or vice versa. But now we are able to go deeper and further into our logics, and we have contrary, subcontrary, subalternation, and subalternation. So contradictory are the same, like I just said, as the modern square, as they are in the modern square, so you would have to have opposite truth values in order for that to be valid. And contrary here is at least one of these propositions is false, and both of them cannot be true in order for that to work. Or here we have subalternation on both sides. And subalternation is, you were explaining in your video, you were taught that the truth flows down to heaven or to hell, and then false flows up to heaven. But for these, it is also valid for both of them to be true, as you were explaining in your video, because if we have a true A, subalternation makes it possible to have a true I as well, because the truth flows downward. And then we have subcontrary, which is at least one of these, I or O, is true, but both of them cannot be false. Did I say contrary? And contrary, sorry, I got a little bit out of order. At least one of them is false. So these are basically opposites. One of these is false, and not both of them can be true, whereas at least one of these is true, but both of them cannot be false. And I went over subalternation. Okay, so my demonstration is all succulents are plants, therefore some succulents are plants. So this is an A statement. All S are P going to some S are P, which is an I statement. So if we go back over here, that is subalternation, and truth flows downwards, and it does not say that either of these are false. So here we are assuming that both of them are true, because it is not stated that either of them are false. So does this work? Is this valid? Come back up to the square. True A goes to true I. As I said earlier, it is possible because of subalternation making truth flow downwards, as you said. So, based off of the traditional square of opposition, both of these are true, and it is valid using subalternation. Sorry. And that is how you go about figuring out which of these is true and false. And if we had a false one, as you stated in the textbook states, in order for it to be false, it has to either be stated in the proposition itself, or it has to be false based on contradictory or contrary or subcontrary. But for this specific example, A can go to I, true A can go to true I because of subalternation. So, check.